Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Odds Honest Truth Sunday morning edition. Although it's 11:45 on Sunday, but we're getting this out just in time for you to make some money this NFL Sunday, right here on the In the Money Media Network, presented by Chalkboard. If you are not yet in our Chalkboard community, definitely head on over, join the boards. In the Money Zone, Matt Bernier joined yesterday and gave out two winners in the NCAA basketball thread, we'll call it. 2 for 2. That was the only place he gave out. But instant money from In the Money Zone, Matt Bernier. So definitely get involved, get some picks and plays. And then Rich and I have a couple of plays for you here on Sunday morning. And of course, who knows, if you're over on Chalkboard, you might get another play or two throughout the day. So Rich, why don't you kick things off with your surefire bet of the week?
My surefire bet of the week is in the Jets game. Ty Johnson over 2.5 receptions. Michael Carter is on IR. He was the reception machine. The only risky part about this is Zach Wilson hasn't played in a couple weeks, so hopefully he knows how to drop the ball off because that's what he was lacking when he was playing before, but the whole offense changed. So Ty Johnson over 2.5 receptions. The odds are minus 160. But with that being said, I also think Zach Wilson's going to throw a pick because when does he not throw a pick? So it is actually back down to over 0.5 INT, which he was at 1.5 before the injury. So you got to get it in this week before it goes back up again. That is minus 220. Also in that game, I really like Brandon Cooks. I like Brandon Cooks every single week. Over 4.5 receptions for negative 150. And then Brandon Cooks over 65.5 receiving yards, minus 115. So that's those are my 4 picks for the Jets games. If you want me to keep going, I'm going to go right to the Giants game. I think Daniel Jones is going to throw an INT for sure. That's minus 130. And then Craig, your super boost is in this game, right?
Yeah, the Caesar Super Boost is the Giants-Eagles game, and I really like what the Eagles offense has been putting together the last couple of weeks. They look really dominant running the football, and Jalen Hurts is, I don't know, he's not looking like an elite quarterback per se, but he's looking like a really good quarterback. And the Super Boost this week is an Eagles win and a Jalen Hurts passing touchdown. To me, that seems about as surefire a thing as I can imagine against what is a porous Giants team, just in general. They got the tar kicked out of them by the Buccaneers last week. I really like this matchup for the Eagles in general, minus 3.5. I'll probably also bet that spread.
Yeah, I mean, the injury bug is just getting them. So, I mean, and the people that they have are not playing up to, where they should be playing. So, on to the next game. The Falcons, who are a team that are kind of in disarray right now, but have a stud tight end named Kyle Pitts. My second bet of the week is Kyle Pitts over 60.5 receiving yards at minus 115. I think he's the whole team at this point. And Matt Ryan, if he has any chance of winning this game, it's going to be Patterson and Pitts. Next, the Titans. I got Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who is essentially now their wide receiver 1. I know the Patriots always eliminate one player, but his over-under is so low. It's at 38.5 at minus 115. So hopefully the Patriots eliminate Chester Rogers, who's the other wide receiver, or the running game. I don't know. On the Titans team right now, it's really iffy who you want to eliminate because there's not a clear-cut star right now. And then we're going to do a couple obvious ones before we get to the spreads. Jonathan Taylor's going to score every week. We know that. It's just a matter of how many times. So if you want to get a little extra money, anytime touchdowns at minus 215, Najee Harris is going to score every week. It's going to get sweaty sometimes, but he's going to get in the end zone. He's at minus 114. And then Joe Mixon has kind of went into that category for me. He's kind of the Swiss Army knife for the Bengals along with Jamar Chase. So I have him at minus 145. And then I got 2 spreads for you. I got the Chargers minus 2.5 against the Broncos at negative 115. I really think that the Chargers are just a better team, in all facets of the game. They have a better running game. They have a better quarterback. They have better receivers. They have a better even defense. And I think 2.5 is pretty funny. So I'm going to go with that. I think they win by like 10. And then last but not least, this one kind of hurts my soul because as a Jets fan, I want the Seahawks to lose. But in a pick'em game against the Washington football team, I think I'm going Seattle this time. I think this is the game that they get their win. The pick'em is at -110. So, I mean, there's a lot of good picks out here. I have 12 of them this week. I'm just feeling confident after Thanksgiving going 3-0. Yes. But yeah, Craig, I mean, do you have a final spread that you're looking at? I know you were talking about that 49ers game. Is that something you're going to pull the trigger on?
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up being a little off of the 49ers spread after a little bit more homework. But I was doing some research and taking a look at that Steelers-Bengals game you just talked about with Joe Mixon. The Steelers, I believe, are 4-1 against the spread this season when on the road. It might be 3-1, but either way, on the road, they're really good against the spread. The Bengals, historically, not great against the Steelers. I know these are both very different teams, but that line's at 3.5. I think the Steelers can likely cover that spread. I'm going to toy around with the Steelers plus 3.5. And the Patriots, that line has moved up to 7.5. I think it was 5.5 earlier in the week. I'm still all over it. I think the Patriots are just going to beat the dog poop out of the Titans. So those are my spreads this week that I'm taking a look at and playing with. Thank you guys so much for listening to this Sunday morning edition of Odds Honest Truth. If you're not involved over on Chalkboard, make sure you do so. We got people giving out picks every single day, and a lot of them are winners. Matt Bernier, 2-0 yesterday in college basketball. John Rose, am I getting that name right?
Yeah.
He's giving out winners every single week. He's got a good one in the Chalkboard community that we've tweeted out. I'm not going to say it here. So if you're listening, you got to either go follow us at Odds Honest Truth or get involved in the Chalkboard so that you too can make some money. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. We'll see you on Twitter. We'll see you in Chalkboard later on today, talking about all the picks and plays on this NFL Sunday. For Rich, I'm Craig Gorbanoff, and allegedly, that'll do it.